Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And what is Gen Z offended by today, Geeky Sparkles?
Apparently using the thumbs up is bad.
Thumbs up bad. Thumbs up bad.
I call BS on this because Gen Z, I don't think the majority of Gen Z is this dumb.
Just the ones on social media.
Yeah, apparently.
So we're going to talk about this. Gen Z has canceled the hostile thumbs up emoji and wants to ban these 9 other emojis because they're problematic. What?
No, because they're mad adults use them.
Anyway, we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Over 277,000 subs. Also, check out Mama Sparkle's magic bag of holding. No, it's not magic. I can't say that because that would get me in trouble. People get me like, it's not magical. It barely held my sandwich.
Well, it's not going to hold a sandwich. Maybe a hot dog.
A half a sandwich.
I mean,
you can
it's
put
long,
wieners,
but kind of squatty. I mean,
you can put your wieners in this bag.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You could. It would be a mess though, and we're gonna sign it, so you don't want to mess up the signatures. So there you go.
I'm just shaking my head like, why would you go with wieners? I mean, that's just...
Because wieners sell. Anyway, ban wieners. They're problematic. Ban them all. New York Post saw this when we were doing another video, so this is kind of a filler video, but it's freaking hilarious.
It is funny.
Gen Z canceled the hostile thumbs up emoji and wants to ban these 9 others. Buckle up. Cancel culture has come for emojis. We knew this was going to happen because this is what, they made sure that all the yellow hands have been made different shades.
But yes, that's the case. But this is just dumb. I mean, and the thing is, before, like when they were banning other things, it was more, they banned the millennials, which I've said before. It's not always millennials; it's Gen Z now because they're the younger ones. But I know a lot of Gen Z people. Our kids are Gen Z people, and they all think this is stupid too.
All the Zoomers. Blame the Zoomers. They said it's rude and hostile, saying they feel attacked whenever they see it used in the workplace.
Wait, how is that rude and hostile?
People do it because a lot of times they're like, yes, or okay, cool, I saw this. I do it. Like if I'm messaging people and I'm short on time, I'm just like, cool, I saw this.
So basically, it's I saw your shit. I don't want to care about answering you back, but yay.
Well, sometimes I care, but I just don't have time. But yeah, I think it's also like, go you, whoever you are, who's in my DMs complaining about something. After a Reddit poster confessed to being not adult enough to be comfortable with the thumbs up emoji reaction,
I don't get it. I don't.
Others chimed in to agree and to call out other common emojis such as the red heart.
Yes, because
not everybody's heart's red.
I guess.
I guess. Some people have black hearts. I don't mean black like skin color black. I mean they just have black hearts. And then they go on Twitter.
But what's the reason for it? They said it's passive aggressive.
It's passive aggressive, said a 24-year-old Redditor. It's super rude if someone sends you a thumbs up, they added. I also had a weird time adjusting because my workplace is the same. Older workers appeared flummoxed by the reaction, noting that they use the thumbs up in work-related chats to signal I approve or understand and will obey. That's how I use it. Like I see your post. Yes, that's good. Or, yeah, I'm cool with that, and I just don't have a lot of time right now. But yeah, cool. Go ahead and do that.
Okay, but here, part of the issue is younger people tend to use a thumbs up in jest. Well, that sounds like a them problem because it sounds like the majority of people aren't doing that. It sounds like you're misusing it, so maybe we should just cancel your stupidity.
I only use it sarcastically, though sometimes I'm not even sure if the irony comes across.
It doesn't because it's just a you problem.
He said he only uses it to communicate with boomers like his parents or older colleagues. One anonymous office worker chalked it up to a generational communication cultural difference.
So my kids, who would be Gen Z, they use them all the time and not in a joking or ironic usage. They're like, okay, yeah, I saw that. Thumbs up. Got it.
It's because we're boomers. They're humoring us.
So basically, when 90% of the world sees it as, yeah, okay, that means I understand. This little small, I won't even say that. I say 95% of people who use these think that. This itty bitty group is probably less than 5%. It's probably this tiny percentage of Gen Z people are pissed about it. And now they're going to start a shitstorm. It's like when one person calls in and complains about an M&M and they change everybody.
everyone in the office my age doesn't do it, but the Gen X people always do it. Took me a bit to adjust and get out of my head that means they're mad at me.
Oh my God,
What
Gen
the
X.
fuck?
Gen X actually, lived in a time where we actually had to deal with shit. So I don't want to fucking hear it, you whiny baby.
Others complained it came across as dismissive. One Reddit user noted the thumbs up actually means I've read your message and have nothing to add, and I hope and pray all the bazillion people in this chat have nothing to say on it too. Gen Z said they prefer a typed out response because they're them and they think they should get more individual attention.
Well, what's funny to me is, as Gen X people, we would type out responses and got told we shouldn't do that because when an emoji will do.
If you're Gen X or an older millennial like we are, you type out a thoughtful response or a thoughtful post, and you get "Okay, Boomer" in response.
Or you get thumbs up.
Yeah. So now we know. So we're people, and we have words to use," said Kim Law, a 25-year-old social worker. "If I took the time out to write a thoughtful message, you shouldn't be responding with the bare minimum. Fix it and write something real back. Fix your shit. Fix your shit, Boomer."
Okay. Those of you who are like, Gen X, older millennial, you're going to know what I'm talking about. We used to do this. This is how it was done. Actually, you had to use punctuation and spelling too. And then we got told that you don't need punctuation, you don't need spelling, and better yet, just use an emoji because it's easier and just use the emojis. Is that not what happened?
Yeah.
And then everybody switched to using emojis and all this shit to make these people happy. And now they're like, well, you're ignoring us and not giving us a thoughtful response.
So anyway, they said Reddit users agreed with the decision to cancel it, saying it using it in a
What, all 5 of them?
All 5 of them. Yeah, they actually deleted the original.
Well, this says me they got ratioed
Under our adulting.
Well, this would not be under adulting.
This is not adulting. It's unaccommodating and unfriendly. Lifestyle etiquette expert Elaine Swan, who has done corporate training on the matter, advises the avoidance of emojis all around in the professional world, if only to avoid misinterpretation.
Well, a lot of times I don't use them.
Emojis can be interpreted as disrespectful. It can differ from generation to generation. Across the board, people want to know they've been heard, and emojis do not convey that for everybody. Remember when...
Oh, they all want to be heard. Imagine that. All want to be heard. They all want you have to make a thoughtful response to every single one of them.
Now, some people think the heart emoji is worse because it should be reserved for friends and family. It's a more intimate meaning of love. So it's not okay on Facebook if you're like, oh, I heart you with a little smiley face with a heart because I feel you because you just posted about your cat dying or something. You can't do that because that's too intimate. The heart may be out of fashion. They say here's some other ones that are being canceled. Thumbs up.
Oh, wait, but you missed the part. There was a survey of 2,000 people that the majority between the ages of 16 to 29 are, if you use these, you're officially old if you use the heart emoji or thumbs up emoji.
Fuck off.
Yeah, they don't have a fuck you emoji, or I would.
So these are the ones that need to be canceled. Thumbs up, red heart, the OK symbol. We know why. The check mark. The check mark? Poop, because
blue checks are getting in trouble now.
Yeah, the poop emoji, because that's all Elon Musk tweeted to the Twitter CEO. Like, bullshit. Loud crying face. Monkey covering eyes is offensive. Clapping hands. Lipstick kiss mark. And grimacing face.
I can't. You have clapping hands. What I do have to give them. That's always annoying when someone's typing a tweet and it's like, you clap hands emoji. Shouldn't clap hands emoji. Have clap. They go on like every other sentence like yeah. So for that, I'm just like, they don't have a middle finger emoji, do they?
They do. I think they do.
Oh, I don't use it, but I need to use it.
You need to cancel this shit right now. Yes, Queen, slay.
I'm just like, it's just funny. It's just funny to me because got told several times, well, you don't have to write stuff out. We're not going to read it anyway. Just give us an emoji here, and that's fine. And so you do that. You get used to doing that. Now it's disrespectful if you don't answer me and as much thought as I answered, or I wrote you my manifesto. A lot of people write me manifestos, and I just don't even look. I look at 2 sentences, and I'm like, fuck this, and walk away.
So this is Space Buns, Rainbow Hair. Is this cultural appropriation? You're putting Space Buns, a.k.a. Afro Poofs, on a white character. How dare you? But they're saying that the thumbs up emoji is bad, and this person's like, I work with people 21 to 27, and
I can tell you, I work with kids and stuff all the time. I've never heard anybody say this either. This is just a bunch of people. They're like, I need to make sure people pay attention to me. What can I be pissed about today?
God, this is ridiculous.
I search for relevance. Gen X, and they're like trying to call Gen X boomers. Gen X is like, bitch, please.
It feels unsettling because it's impersonal. I hate to break it to you. A lot of workplace interactions sometimes come off as being unpersonal.
Whoa. You can't use things because it's impersonal, but you can't use a heart because it's too personal.
Yes, you're supposed to.
I'm just going to use middle fingers from now on. Just,
Of course it's impersonal. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's nothing personal. It's just business. Did you complete the task that I'm paying you for to my satisfaction? Thumbs up. Do we need to work on it? Do I need to kick you over to HR because you're being a whiny little bitch about me using the thumbs up emoji? I mean, this is ridiculous. Yeah, in that case, it is a generational thing because these people, I swear to God, they want to be coddled at work. And you think
this is like 10 months ago, though.
It's just making headlines now because people just stumbled upon this
stupidity.
It's
stupid. How many people, is this like a trend? Like we all have this these...
It's Reddit. They all look like this.
I was going to say, I'm not on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like all these weirdos on Reddit.
Okay, I don't want to do Reddit because it's full of shit. So I just don't even bother.
So Twitter's
pushing it for me.
So the moderator just like took all the shit down. So apparently they're getting.
Whoa. So wait, all the comments probably disagreed with them.
Yes.
So wait, so this big ass baby, right, had a history about people using these things and they're demanding that they speak for everyone. And then when you go look at the comments, the only comments are left are comments that agree with them.
Yeah. Isn't this stupid? This is Reddit.
You're making Gen Z look bad. Just stop talking.
They're making themselves look bad. Yes, and not all Gen Z.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're making them look bad.
There are some kids that kick all kinds of ass. Gen Z. I've seen it. I've seen younger millennials kick ass. But this is the kind of bullshit that gets the entire generation stereotyped as being a bunch of whiny, pissy crybabies. We want more personal interaction at work and also more time for coffee. And we want to work at home and we want to join a union so we can never be fired.
But you always have to change everything that you do and about you to make sure it accommodates us.
That is exactly it. Like, I don't feel respected or heard by the boss. I'm like, did the check clear? Really, at the end of the day, I hate to break it to you, and I'm not trying to be that guy, and I'm not trying to be a dick, and I've worked for some asshole bosses over my years. But that is the boss's sole responsibility to you. You work for the boss. You give the boss what the boss is paying for. The boss pays you, and that's it.
It goes beyond that even. It's the chain of command is, and many work at different places. People have managers that oversee them, and then they should be reporting to the manager. But they're mad because the big boss, CEO, isn't listening to them personally.
Why can't I have coffee with the CEO when I work in the mailroom? We should all have a turn with it. No, that's
not that we're making offensive to anybody.
I'm just saying
chain
like,
of command.
It is the
Most
chain.
People
of,
start in the mailroom for
it is the chain of command, and it's just these people want to have a prolonged conversation. And honestly, an effective boss, an effective manager, especially if they're managing a bunch of morons like this, they don't have time to answer everybody individually. It's like, did you do what you're supposed to do? Cool, moving on. Like we only got 8 to 10 hours of work.
I wrote them a 10-paragraph manifesto, and they just put an OK symbol or thumbs up, and it's like.
Yeah, I'd be like, we need well thought out responses like the responses I get on Twitter and Reddit.
No, we need well thought out responses, but for every one person writing a 10-page manifesto, there's probably 10 other people writing like just as long manifestos, and you're supposed to give a thoughtful response to each one of them. Eventually, you're just going to be like, yeah, okay, thumbs up, yeah, whatever. They don't have a pat in the head emoji, do they? They probably have one for everything, but I don't use them.
Yeah, I mean,
I rarely use emojis.
You start to manage a bunch of people, and I worked as a project manager before I worked as whatever. It's like you don't have the time, so it's for me, it's like it's really confusing to look at people that were, that are the age that I was when I entered the workforce or older than I was and being like, why isn't the boss giving me a long response? Why are there no lattes in the break room? I'm like, damn, I remember when things got tight at the one company and they took away the free coffee. They did. They took our coffee away.
I don't know. It's just I think people are just like they're just looking for something to be pissed about.
Everybody's looking for something to be pissed about, which is great.
Great for us.
It's great for us. Your misery adds to the Reef's bank account. So thank you so.
We just sit here and shake our heads like, really.
Thank you so much for that. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up. I think.
Yeah.
Right? Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.